Hey guys, what's going on? Jeff here from Films at Home, and today we got some really exciting news from Paramount Pictures about their new Blu-ray label. Hey guys, so thanks for coming back to the channel. Today is going to be a really quick video. I got an awesome email earlier from Paramount Pictures in their home entertainment division, and they have a whole new line of Blu-rays that they're going to be releasing. This is great news for physical media fans, and I'll dive into why. But this is also really great to see a major studio like Paramount still taking steps to further their physical media game. This is a physical media specific label for the most part. There are going to be some theatrical releases that go along with it, but this isn't going to digital, this isn't going to streaming, and so this is really, really good news for us out there who collect Blu-ray and 4K. Now, really quickly, if you're interested in Blu-ray, 4K collecting, home theater stuff, please subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. If you enjoy the video, leave it a like so we can spread the word about this great news, and also let me know in the comments your thoughts about this after you watch the video. With that being said, let's jump right into the news. So guys, the big news today comes from Paramount Pictures, like I said, and they are announcing a new Blu-ray label called Paramount Presents. Now, what they're doing with this label is they're taking all of their back catalog titles, and Paramount goes back over 100 years, and they have some incredible titles in their catalog. And they're going to go through and do remasters, give you updated, really nice packaging, load it with features either from filmmakers if they're still around or available, or from acclaimed critic Leonard Maltin. So they've already announced that he will be doing commentaries and interviews on a lot of these discs to offer insight on the movies. And the packaging is incredible, and the remasters are supposed to be really nice. They're also going back into the catalog to release films that have never seen a Blu-ray release, which is a really cool thing that I've been hoping more studios would do, especially where we talked in a video a few weeks back about movies that really need a Blu-ray release. Disney, Sony, Warner Brothers, they could all learn from this and use this as an opportunity to kind of create these limited releases that are catered more towards collectors and release those titles at a premium price point, I'm sure, but release those titles for collectors who really want to own them on physical media. So some background information on Paramount Presents. Basically, this is a new label that they're launching, and it's going to cover Blu-ray releases right now. No word on 4K yet, so we'll see about that. We'll see if it picks up steam. Maybe they do some 4K remasters. But right now it's Blu-rays and sometimes theatrical releases to go along with it of the remastered movies. The first 3 movies that are coming out are Fatal Attraction, very famous movie that a lot of people know, King Creole, which is actually an Elvis Presley movie that has never previously seen a Blu-ray release, so that's very cool. And then the last one is To Catch a Thief, Alfred Hitchcock's movie. Now, the other two, Fatal Attraction and To Catch a Thief, have both been available on Blu-ray. King Creole, like I said, brand new to Blu-ray. But they are remastering them, so that's going to give you better Blu-ray quality. Now, would I like to see them in 4K? Of course I would. These are older movies shot on film, but 4K is proving to be a very costly thing for the studios. And if you look at sales numbers, they're selling about, you know, at tops 10% of 4K discs compared to 50% DVD and 40% Blu-ray. So it's a really hard sell. The nice thing here is, though, that we're getting new HD transfers of all these movies, and we're getting movies that previously never made their way onto an HD physical media format. So that's what I'm most excited about. Paramount has also announced a lineup of other titles for this series, which includes Airplane, it includes Ghost and Flashdance, and it also includes 2 new movies they've already announced that never made it to Blu-ray, Pretty in Pink and The Golden Child. And the really nice thing about all these is the premium packaging. Paramount really feels like they're, to me, it feels like they're competing with almost the Arrow Video and the Criterion level packaging with these releases. They have excellent, unique artwork. They have a fold-out slipcover as far as I can tell, and they are loaded with special features, including remasters of popular movies. Now, that's what Criterion and Arrow are known for. They don't necessarily release movies that have never seen a Blu-ray before, but they're taking stuff, they're remastering it, they're loading it with features, and they're giving you a premium package. That's what Paramount seems to be doing here, which is really exciting. These are going to look great on the shelf, and I'm super pumped to get. I know they're not 4K, but I'm very excited to get new remasters of these classics, because even on Blu-ray, you can make a movie look incredible and much better than some of the older Blu-ray releases like Fatal Attraction and To Catch a Thief that maybe didn't get the most attention. Now, one thing I am going to talk to Paramount about, because I do have a contact there, is hopefully getting some 4K traction. What they'll probably tell me is that they need to see how these sales do and how the numbers go, and if the Blu-rays sell very well, then they may jump into 4K. But this sort of does point that 4K is a very niche thing. It is very niche even for the physical media community. A lot of people who collect are still collecting Blu-rays. Many people haven't invested in 4K players. Maybe they have 4K TVs because those are so prevalent, but 4K players are not as common as Blu-rays, and Blu-ray is still, DVD is still the primary format, which I know blows a lot of people's minds, but it sells better than anything else, and a lot of collectors are still just collecting Blu-ray because it can be costly to upgrade to 4K, especially if just a few years ago, you know, you went out and bought a Blu-ray player and bought a very nice HD TV, 1080p, maybe an OLED TV. You know, you're not going to want to upgrade to 4K right away. And so the market is kind of dictating maybe these premium releases. And the same thing with Criterion. I had a subscriber tell me he had emailed Criterion asking about 4K, and they basically said it's not coming anytime soon because we don't feel that our collectors will jump to the 4K format as much as they should, and they still probably sell more DVDs than they even do Blu-rays, and so it's very cost prohibitive for them to go to 4K. If 10% of the people who buy Blu-rays buy 4K, they're going to lose money on those deals. So I totally understand why they're doing it. Now, Paramount, like I said, has a great back catalog, and so I'm really excited for this series. I'm going to show some pictures here of the different packaging that is now available. They sent me some kind of glamour shots, gallery pictures of the different packaging. It looks really nice. This stuff is going to look great in a shelf. It's got a different look and feel than Criterion and Arrow Video. You don't have the clear cases. They're going with much more of like an artistic approach, old Hollywood almost, it looks to me, and they're really kind of catering the artwork to the era that the movie came out in, which I thought was really cool. Now, what does this mean for the rest of physical media? Well, hopefully what it means is that other studios take notice and that these sell well. If Paramount comes out with 10 or 15 of these releases and sales are slow, that's going to really hurt, and they're probably not going to keep going. So we do need to support them. If everything looks good, I will get these copies in for review. I will check them out. And if everything checks all the boxes, you know, this is something that you really should consider supporting on the same level that we support Criterion or Arrow Video, even though neither one of them have made the jump to 4K. But we'll see what plays out here, and maybe if it does well, other studios, I could see Disney, Fox doing something like this. Disney loves doing their signature classic editions, their diamond editions, their platinum editions. They could totally take Fox back catalogs and do something like Paramount Presents, where it's really nicely packaged back catalog Fox titles or even Disney stuff, and make a really premium line of Blu-ray and DVD. I could also see Warner Brothers definitely doing this, or maybe upping their Warner Archive label and making that a little more premium. The content itself and the movies and TV shows you get are excellent, but the packaging is always pretty basic, so maybe they'll step their game up to match Paramount. There's lots of things that could happen here, but overall, I would say this is another good sign that physical media, it's not going anywhere. You can say it's slowing down, people will say it's dying, but honestly, I don't think it is. I think that in the same way that vinyl took off, I think that physical media and Blu-ray and 4K will always have their spot in the community in home entertainment. People want to own physical things. Think about even a few years back how popular the e-readers were. Kindles and tablets, and everybody was reading on their tablets. And bookstores, you know, they collapsed for a little bit. We've lost lots of video stores as well. But now people are coming back to books. People want to own the physical book. Things like tablets and e-readers have gone out of fashion. When's the last time you heard about a Kindle? You know, people aren't reading this stuff anymore. Same thing happened to music with vinyl. Vinyl is now selling more than CDs. It doesn't do better than streaming, and it shouldn't. It's not meant to. Just like Blu-ray and 4K won't do better than streaming numbers. There's going to be more people watching Netflix than there are people buying Blu-ray and 4K. But there's still a huge market for Blu-ray and 4K. And Paramount, with this announcement today, just proves that these studios are still committed to it. They still believe there's a market out there, and they're still committed to providing really quality releases for collectors, which I'm very excited about. So that was it for this video. It was just a quick update on that big news from Paramount today, which is super exciting. hopefully we get some more details on that soon. I'll share any details that I do get in terms of whether they're thinking about 4K, any more new titles that may come out that never got a Blu-ray release before. Paramount could do some serious work on updating their catalog from, you know, DVD and even VHS to Blu-ray. So I'm really excited for this, but a very cool announcement. I do have a contact there, like I said, so I will keep you guys up to date. I will ask questions. If you have questions, let me know in the comments. I'll try to get answers. But this is a very exciting announcement. I was super pumped to share it with you. Anytime we get good news like this, where there's new labels coming out and people giving new life to physical media, it's a good day for us, and I just want to share it with all of you. So thanks for watching the video. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. Check the links down in my description. Check out my merch store, all the Amazon links, all that good stuff. Make sure you subscribe, like this video so we can share this good news across YouTube, and I'll talk to you guys very soon. I've got some cool stuff coming up. I know I keep teasing it. It's just taking some time to work on, so stay tuned for all that. Make sure you turn on your notifications, and I'll be back with you guys very soon. Have a great rest of your week.